person, representatives of the Scotiabank Foundation, representatives of the university, including Professor Gordon Shirley, members of the media, P.S. Stanbury, ladies and gentlemen all, good evening. As was said, I'm representing Mr. Peter Knight, the CEO of the National Environment and Planning Agency. He sends his regrets. He was unable to join us this evening as he has another appointment. However, I was asked to bring his remarks. As part of NEPA's mandate, we are responsible for the protection and the conservation of Jamaica's natural resources, including those of the marine environment, and we welcome new partnerships for environmental protection. The Mitigating the Threat of Invasive Alien Species in the Insular Caribbean project is a regional initiative, and it is born out of the realization that island nations are more vulnerable to loss of biodiversity due to the presence of invasive alien species. The participating countries in this project are the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. The project, which commenced in 2009, will end in 2013. It is funded by the Global Environmental Facility, and it is executed through the United Nations Environment Program and the Center for Agriculture Bioscience International, known as CABI. This is operating out of the Caribbean and Latin American office in Trinidad. The project is being implemented in Jamaica through the National Environment and Planning Agency. The purpose of the project, we need to highlight that the Invasive Alien Species Project seeks to build national capacity to deal with invasive alien species, and it does this through three kind of strategies: development of national strategies and action plans, knowledge generation and awareness raising activities, increasing institutional capacity to detect, respond, control, and manage the impact of invasive alien species. The Lionfish project, just to give some highlights about that, the National Lionfish project is one such initiative which builds on institutional capacity. The pilot is being implemented through the partnership with the University of the West Indies, MONA, and it takes a research-based approach to managing the threat of the lionfish to the Jamaican marine biodiversity. The main objective of this project, it includes mapping the island-wide distribution of the lionfish, conducting prey preference analysis, developing a passive trap mechanism, public awareness and training on the safe handling of the lionfish, and development of an adaptive management plan. Some of the major achievements of the project to date include the development of a train-the-trainer program, which has provided training for over 2,000 stakeholders, including fisherfolk, environmental non-government organizations, hoteliers, educational institutions, and government organizations such as the Fisheries Division. A national lionfish database has been developed, and it is currently being populated. It now has over 500 data sets entered. Key partnerships have been formed with environmental non-government organizations and fisherfolk, and these include groups at 6 sub-pilot sites across the island, where population density data are collected on a monthly basis. Continuous analysis of specimens to date has resulted in the identification of over 100 species of fish and crustaceans in the stomach of the lionfish. And these are inclusive of shrimp, crabs, parrotfish, and snapper. And you probably are aware of the significance of fish in forming sand and in protecting, and it has other environmental implications, not to mention our economic prospects. The project has also It's involving verification exercises to passive trap mechanisms for the lionfish, and that has been conducted. The pilot project, the manager, Mr. Dane Boudou, has co-authored a lionfish manual, which is currently being finalized for printing. The project conducted surveys on economic impact of lionfish on the Jamaican fisheries. School-based interventions have also been undertaken, and these include poster, essay, and debate competitions in regions close to the pilot sites. The project has facilitated the travel to the NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, their Lionfish Center in North Carolina, for training on the project pilot staff at the Discovery Bay Marine Lab in the removal of the otolith of the fish, and the analysis which helps to determine the age of the fish. Some next steps in the project include the testing of the passive trap mechanisms developed for the lionfish, working on participating with other countries to develop a regional video on safe handling of the lionfish. Also, the production and of the adaptive management plan. The project will also be hosting a workshop September of this year to share greater details on the findings of the pilot project. So in closing, NEPA wishes to congratulate the Scotiabank Foundation for joining the fight against invasive alien species, and in particular the lionfish. Your partnership on this initiative will help to advance the work being done by the Lionfish Pilot Project and achieving the ultimate goal of effective control of the lionfish population and the preservation of our marine biodiversity. We note that Rainforest Seafoods is also on board in this fight to help control the lionfish population. The Scotiabank initiative is an example of bold steps which demonstrate corporate social responsibility towards environmental protection. Indeed, by protecting the environment, you are contributing to economic security and to social well-being for all Jamaicans. Thank you, and best wishes for a successful venture as Scotia goes green on the lionfish. Thank you.